You've worked hard to earn and save. Now it's time to make your money work hard for you. This is Empower Your Retirement with Frank and Frankie Guida of A Better Way Financial.
It's coming, guys. The holiday train is headed right our way. Why am I caught off guard every single year by this?
I don't know. You go into the stores and you see the Christmas decorations up already.
And you think to yourself, no.
Yeah, my wife was talking to me about Christmas trees last night. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, right? She's like, it's got to be at Blossom Hill. I'm like, that's way too expensive, honey.
Oh, okay. Let me give you some
let's
tips.
get a 12-footer. It's going to be about $4,000. I'm like, $4,000 for a Christmas tree? Are you insane?
Oh, my
Frankie,
goodness.
I got to give you a tip. You're going to have to tell Jay she's got to wait one more year because I did a Balsam Hill tree myself, but you got to wait till January because after Christmas, they do a major sale. And then my mom actually tipped me off. I think they do another sale in the summer. So you maybe need to tell her, be like, we got to do one more year with whatever tree you've got. And then look out for the sales. There's major Balsam Hill sales. They are beautiful and they are worth it if you can get them on sale. I will give you that tip.
She's going to insist on getting it full price.
I know. She wants it right
Are
now.
Are these real trees?
No, they're fake trees.
Oh, okay.
No, we wouldn't spend $4,000 on something you throw out at the end of the year. That'd be
Oh my
stupid.
gosh, can you imagine?
That'd be crazy.
People listening to you on the radio would be like, I don't want that guy for my financial advisor.
At least if we get it for another 30 years or something, that'd be,
they
maybe
last
worth
a long
it, but-
time. Yeah. So, and that was the thing. If you like big, tall trees and you buy a real tree, this is the math my husband and I did because he likes big, tall trees. And so he was spending $300 on a tree. And I said to him, you know what? If you want a real tree, that's fine, but you get to put the lights on it every year. And about 3 years in, he said to me, okay, I'm ready to buy a fake tree. So that was the deal we made. Anyways, that's my hot holiday tip. If you can, wait till the new year. You can get better deals on the good trees.
I know I can.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck convincing your wife. Actually, send her my way. Sometimes ladies got to talk to ladies. I can talk her through it.
Sounds good.
Well, we'll get a real tree maybe for like now and then.
That's right.
I don't need to clean all that up. We'll just use what we used last year.
We'll save you money.
Let's talk about a couple other things that we can expect in the new year, guys, in the way of the work that you do when you're not having to manage wives' expectations of overpriced holiday decorations. And things that are going to be happening with our 401ks in the new year, because there are a few new rules taking place. And one of them is in 2026, if you're between ages 60 to 63, we've heard about 401k catch-up contributions, but now there's a new rule. You're going to be able to make super catch-up contributions to your 401k. However, things you need to know about. If you make more than $145,000 and you're over the age 50, all catch-up money contributions must now be put into a Roth account. Because what does that mean? The government gets to take its share. The tax man cometh. What do you guys think about this idea? Is it just another example of how the government is coming for our money and why we need your help in developing tax strategies for our retirement? The good, the bad, the ugly. Let's break it down.
Well, the bad thing is that, the government's telling us what to do again.
Right.
But the good thing is, in most cases, I think putting the money into the Roth rather than the traditional, but it might be a better idea. You're going to pay the taxes on the seed, you're going to pay the taxes on that money now, but you're going to have an opportunity to let that money grow for a while and really all that extra growth and all that's all going to be tax free later. So it's not the most terrible thing in the world.
I think it's interesting. In a lot of 401k plans 10, 20, 30 years ago, you didn't even have a Roth option. And now they're saying you have to put it in the Roth option.
Right.
So they're just trying to decide what to do with our money. It's crazy to me. And in most cases, like Dad's saying, this is going to help folks because you're able to get that money tax-free sooner. However, there's some people who are those higher income earners who are going to have less income in retirement. If you're making, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, and then in retirement you're only having $100,000, $200,000, well then it might make more sense to have it pre-tax and pay less of the taxes now while your income's higher. So I don't like the government taking away our flexibility. I like having those options. But it's important to have long-term strategies in place when it comes to taxes, because there are some places where you do have options that you might not even know about, or you might not even be thinking about, oh, I have this as an option, or oh, this is something I can do to protect my hard-earned savings and to be able to save money in taxes.
That's where you come in, Frankie. That's why you got a job. You're going to tell us what those things are.
Exactly. Because Uncle Sam's going to do everything in his power to make sure he's getting his piece. You need to do everything in your power to make sure that you're paying the least amount that you need to in taxes, because if you're not careful, you could be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars more in taxes than you need to. So what we do as fiduciary retirement planners is we help to show people what they can do when it comes to taxes and how we can make sure that you're minimizing your tax burden over the course of your retirement years. And the way we do that is we build a custom-made retirement tax plan where we show you the strategies that you can use to save money in taxes over the course of your retirement years. And so if you're 55 and older and you've saved $500,000 more for your retirement and you haven't called us yet about putting together one of these retirement tax plans, give us a call and we'll be able to put one of these together complimentary for you, showing you the strategies that you can use to minimize your tax burden in your retirement years. Again, the number is 610-440-3722, and we are offering this right now for the next 5 callers. So give us a call, 610-440-3722 for your complimentary retirement tax plan. That's 610-440-3722, or find us online at abetterwayfinancial.com.
Heather, taxes are the thing that we really, really do well. And I mean, yes, we're doing investing and estate planning and the whole works. But you know what? When people hear about the taxes, because they haven't really had anybody help them with taxes before. We had a couple come in from Nazareth. He was 60 and she was early 70s, and they had put together a nice portfolio, about $2.4 million, and he wanted to retire. And so, he said, what about these taxes? I keep hearing on the radio and I keep hearing from other folks that you guys are really, really good at that. And it was wonderful. He came to one of our dinner workshops and then he came in and we showed him what to do, didn't we, Frankie?
Yeah, he was worried about the taxes he was currently paying. He was worried about if that was going to continue in his retirement years. And we showed him, well, hey, if you stay on the path that you're currently on, it's actually going to even go up in your retirement years. So this is something we really want to get ahead of. We really want to flatten the curve so that you're paying less in taxes over your retirement years. And we showed him, by utilizing the tax planning strategies that we could implement for him, we showed him how to save a projected $415,000 in taxes over the course of their lifetime.
Wow.
And we said, what does that mean to you? And he said, well, if I could save that, maybe I could retire a little bit sooner. And we said, well, let's look into it. Let's run the numbers. And so we said, all right, well, here's the situation. We ran the numbers to see if you could retire now instead of having to work till 65. He was going to work another 5 years. But she was already in her early 70s and retired, and they wanted to be able to spend that time together and just enjoy retirement together.
Yeah, why miss her best years?
Right.
And so we said, all right, well, let's use those tax savings, that $415,000 in tax savings, and see if we can use that to be able to retire sooner. And when we ran the numbers, we showed that he was able to retire now instead of having to work until age 65,
Nice.
Which was really exciting. Retiring now, getting the income that they were looking to get over the course of their retirement years, and not have to pay any dollars more in taxes than they absolutely needed to. So it all started with learning about their retirement tax situation and learning what strategies they can use to minimize their taxes in retirement. So if you have concerns, if you have questions, if you want to learn what strategies you can do, maybe you want to be able to retire sooner than you're currently planning to, all you have to do is give us a call. If you're 55 and older and you've saved $500,000 or more for your retirement, give us a call and we're going to be able to put together a complimentary retirement tax plan for you. That number is 610-440-3722. That's 610-440-3722. Or find us online at abetterwayfinancial.com for your retirement tax plan.
Thanks for listening to Empower Your Retirement with Frank and Frankie Guida. To learn more, visit abetterwayfinancial.com.
By contacting us, we'll review aspects of your retirement portfolio to include suggestions about how best to utilize estate, tax, and retirement planning strategies and other financial services, or if changing management styles is appropriate for your specific needs and objectives. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendations to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate, and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. A Better Way Financial is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency. Annuity guarantees rely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any client experiences discussed during this show are unique to that client, and they are not meant to imply or suggest you will experience the same results. Advisory services offered through A Better Way Financial. Insurance offered through licensed professionals at A Better Way Financial. Pennsylvania Insurance License number 301779.